Greetings, people. Greetings, people, and welcome back to Chelsea Perspective. I hope you're all doing well. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. We'll have 12 likes already. Let's get that likes up. And I want to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I wholeheartedly offer whatever suits your time zone. I hope you're all doing well today. We will be addressing some news items, and then we'll talk about. We will address insights or maybe comments from the managers of presser this morning. I hope you're all doing well. So sit back, relax, and let's get into the show. Yes, people, big up to all of you. Without wasting much of your time, we will start addressing the news items that we have lined up. And as soon as ISAPs or maybe comments from the managers press start emerging, we will start addressing them immediately. But first of all, as usual, I have to say hello to those of you in the chat already. That's how we operate. Yep, let's see the first person today, Chinan So chosen saying, I told you that Chelsea are going to win a seat, win Tottenham. You disagree with me. I don't remember disagreeing. You told me I read your comment, and probably all I said was we'll see. And that's who I am. Chinan So saying Chelsea are going to win a city by 2-1. I hope that happens, and I'll take it. And we have Chinan So also let us go up. Let us go up at Chelsea. We are the chosen one. Wow. Okay. I hope we are. A big up to you too. Chelsea, meet you, boy. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Always there supporting your bro, and I will reciprocate as I promised. But thank you also once again for becoming a member. And if you haven't, if you're watching, maybe I'll leave that for later because there aren't too many people watching right now. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see. Salute, Peter Pan. Nice to see you, Constantine Dante. Much love to you too, brother. I appreciate you finding the time to join us this morning. Yep, Chilla, that's your signature. I appreciate you joining, brother. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see. This saying, big up, coach. Hope you're good. We are winning tomorrow. Okay. I heard you say that, JC. Let's see it happen. If it happens, I'll take it. And that's how I always leave it at that. As for me, right now, I'm going to say this as much as I know we do well. I don't know. You can say I still need more from this team to be able to predict the outcome of games to say this is how I think we're going to finish the game. And nice to see you once more. Michi just, I think he just dropped a comment and left. Dante, everybody just saying hello there. Let's move straight to addressing the items we have lined up here. Big up to everyone in the chat. I appreciate you all once more. Okay, there you go there. So this one, let's start with this particular item here. Give me 1 second. Okay, Mitchell Boy just showed his face. He just showed he's there. He didn't go anywhere. And that is nice to see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Mitchell Boy, nice to see you, brother. But even though I don't like you, I don't know why I even call you brother. But Mitchell, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 14 likes. I know quite well that we can do better than that. Coachella, did you say a giveaway if we beat Tottenham? No, I didn't say that. I only said $100 giveaway if what's his name? If I don't remember saying that, tell me, find it where I say it and I'll do it. I said if what's his name? If Conor Gallagher didn't start it, I would do $100 giveaway. Yeah. But that's by the way, coach, what happened to the real players on screen? Always fake. Here's the thing, buying images can be expensive. So sometimes you're better off using, and people actually like the graphics, but not when, if the graphics are start, you can say depicting real players, people that sometimes they won't get people's attention. But if it depicts a giant with a lion and all that, people like it quite a lot. And that's, by the way, real players. It depends. If it is transfers, then I'll get pictures of real players and be showing that particular player that we're talking about. But if you see something like this, it's just an artwork. Lets you know, okay, this is what these are Chelsea players. You can say made up, you can say fictional Chelsea players. But that's, by the way, we'll move on from that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes will go a long way. And we have, yep, Mitchell Boy in the house. Go check out Mitchell Boy's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Let him know I sent you. Kane was a brother, coach. So yeah, so I better say the brother thing cautiously. Coach said, well, $100 if hat-trick prediction comes through. No, 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 no. Look at you guys trying to play it. I never said anything close to that. What was the point in signing Lavia? He's always injured. Not always. I don't think he's always injured, Mr. Rain. Rain, nice to see you. I hope you've been well. He injured after we signed. He's joined us actually. He was fit enough, joined us, and during a training session he got injured. But I don't think he's injury prone. I'm not too concerned. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 16 likes, and quickly I want to take this opportunity to reach out to those of you who are watching, but for one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the chat. Just know that we appreciate you, and that's because you watching alone does provide great value to the community. But we want to ask you for one more favor, one tiny bitty favor, which is to take a second and drop a like on the stream for us. The likes do go along with nobody will even know you did that. So it will be Manchester City versus Chelsea on the 12th. 2 days from now, that's on Sunday. Yep, hopefully we'll win that one. What was the point in signing Lavia? I think I've addressed that one. If Rich James and Coco starts, withdraw this match. If we play CBs as our fullbacks, we'll lose. Wow, some argument right there. Always injured, bro. He hasn't played yet. Yeah, I think from the same injury, if anything, he suffered a setback. I'm not too concerned about Lavia right now. We're not missing him that much. I get it if he's available. He adds a depth to our squad, and also offers us something different in terms of progressing the ball from the back. Reina just comes on with a statement, doesn't say hello. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. You just gotta you respond to that. We have to take the fight to them. This match doesn't mean much, but the spirit of the fans and teams would love to persist. Take the fights to them. I'm a bit, you can say, I'm not too sure what to make of the suggestion to take the fight to them. I think maybe they are well rehearsed, better rehearsed than we are. They play as a unit. We're not there yet. Well, we're not even closer to playing as a unit. If anything, I want to see a spirited performance, and I wouldn't even mind us playing dirty and winning dirty again. I don't care. Just beat City. In all honesty, that's how I feel about this game. Let's see. Welcome, Chelsea family and everyone else. Yep, thank you so much for everything there. So we'll move on. We'll start addressing the items we have lined up one by one, so we get it done. I really want to start with this one, but I think we'll come back to it in a bit. Let's start with it. It will be helpful. Just one item there. I'll still come back to that window because I'll be opening quite a lot of the items that AD has shared with me. So the following injury update has been provided ahead of Chelsea's Premier League fixture against Manchester City. Trevor Chalobah continuing to undergo his rehabilitation program. It sounds as if he's frozen out. How long has he been out? And how long have we been hearing that he's close to returning to full training? I don't know. It just sounds as if he's frozen out, and nobody wants to use that language. But be that as it may, I think he's done at Chelsea, in my opinion. The second person is Ben Chilwell, continuing to undergo his rehabilitation program. Connie Chukwuemeka continuing to undergo his rehabilitation program. No definite return date for any of them. Wesley Fofana, we know that he's not going to be back until 2024. Continuing to undergo his rehabilitation program. Romeo Lavia, same language there. Christopher Nkunku, same for all of them. Nkunku, you could say, probably early December, as we've been told. Romeo Lavia, early December too. Connie Chukwemeka may be the same, but there are no definite dates here, return dates for these players. So we move on from that. We have, I think I'll open a lot more items in that particular window there, but we're dealing with this one. And the first item here reads, he's quoting Miguel Delani, which says that over the past a few months, Chelsea's hierarchy has become fixated on a specific idea relevant to this week's game. They began to study what makes 100-point season in record-breaking sides that might seem some way off to an almost a comic degree. But you've got to have goals. Yeah, you've got to have balls. You've got to have goals. You've got to have the courage. You have to have you have to believe. You have to have the belief to be able to push for it and achieve it, or push for it and let's say not achieve it but come close to achieving it. So I give them credit that they have such a high standard, trying to find the possibility to build a team that will be able to win, get 100 points a season. That shows you the ambitions of the new owners, regardless of what anybody says. Even if you think it's not possible, give them credit for even trying to make it possible. You never know that. Well, if you reach for a higher height, you reach for some height that will be acceptable, even if you don't reach that higher height that you intended to reach in the first place, if that makes sense. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. 21 likes. I think we should be doing better than that. And please, let me advise the members of the community, once you like the video once, do not try to double click it. If you think that's going to help the channel, it will hurt it. Actually, those that want to sabotage the channel, they do that to discourage the algorithm from sharing the streams. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Gallagher's energy is reaching a contest level. Get experience around England playing alongside Starboy Saka and Harry Class Kane, and also some class midfielders they have there, in my opinion. Yep, keep dropping the likes. Lynn, man, nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Gallagher, the legend, give him credit for what how he's improved so far, and how he's helped the team. Please, don't compare Gallagher with Kane. We shouldn't. I think the argument is that he has a players of such class to learn from. If that makes sense. And we have Carney has been out for long, and so has Lavia, but after international break, they should return. I'm hopeful that's the case, but we haven't missed them both that much. But if we have them available for selection, good for us. That's because they add depth to the squad, and they're both good players and can help us diversify our approach to games. Tubbs, imagine, okay, just having a conversation there. Anything else to address? So I'm going to move on to the next item we have lined up here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. 22 likes. We should be doing better than that. With 20 minutes into the show, let's see if we can get it to 100 today. Since the end of the transfer window, we haven't reached 100 likes. I think the most we've done is 80 plus 81 likes 2 days ago. But I know it's a seasonal thing. It happens every now and then. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up here, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. All right. Before we move on to that one, I think I have one more comment there I'd like to address in the chat from Constantine Dante. Romeo Lavia will be good. He's an excellent player. No question about that. I don't doubt him. I just want him to come back and stay fit. Romeo will be good. I agree with you. Let's see what else we have here. Rain is saying, anyone think we might draw against City? Because I think we're going to lose. Here's the thing. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm quite sure we're going to play well because they play a very high line. But I wouldn't mind us a dirty game as again a game that would be as dirty as the Tottenham game. As long as we win, I don't care. Right now, these kids, they need to keep winning to develop a winning mentality, and it doesn't matter how you win. Just win, in my opinion. But let's see what happens. The more I see a lot of people saying we're gonna lose that's when I have confidence. I've told you guys. Remember when they were saying that we're gonna lose it to Tottenham, all those Arsenal, and all those big, you could say the top six maybe. And I told people those are the games that I'm not too concerned about. I'm only concerned. I've always been concerned about the mid-table and the bottom-table teams, not really the high-flying teams. But for lack of a better language, Lavia looks more comfortable than Leslie Ugo on the ball. I think they're both on the ball. I think here's the thing: Ugo reads the ball better than Lavia, and so far, what I know is that Lavia is better at helping us play out from the back. Maybe better at pressing beating the press, but we need to see more to come to that conclusion. Leslie Ugo on the ball, though he would definitely make a rotation, but Chelsea 2024 will be deep with our lone midfielders all as well. With Mauricio Pochettino at the helm of things, I don't think we have too many players. He likes to work at most 25, 25-man squad. He did that at Sports, and he said that also. Big up to you too, Tommy Bryan. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Called up the life insurance company to get some Man City life insurance in case we get run over. I don't think that happens. I know we'll do well. How well, I don't know. We'll find out in 2 days' time. Romeo, where at Romeo? Yep, good one there. Good question. I think he will recover again, and he will be good for us. I think if he recovers, I think he'd be starting centrally because I think he's better at beating the press than Moises Caicedo is, in my opinion. I can't quite tell which of the two players is better in terms of passing range. But we'll find out. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 25 likes. We should be doing better than that. If you haven't, please take a second, drop a like on the stream to help us reach more people. Is Enzo available for selection? We've addressed the injury update report. No, I think he's available for selection. Yep, I think he is. It was a knock, probably a swollen ankle, and I think he's probably and he did say something to that effect on his Instagram account that he's better, that he will be ready for that game. Let's see what else we have here. Rainy saying he loves poetry. We all do. I suggest Jackson to be dropped against Man City. Palmer to play false nine. No. If a player scores three goals in a single game, start him the next one. Jackson's recent, you say the 2 games before that particular game where he scored 3 goals, he struggled with confidence. Even in that particular game also, where he scored 3 goals, he did struggle with confidence. Now that he scored 3 goals, you have to play him again. Give him a push or give him more nudge to take it up a notch. That's what you do. You don't drop him. And I think he can. Jackson on his day, he's powerful, he's quick. He can also, and he's actually good on the ball. All he needs time. Honestly, that was a video I watched. Should I call it a YouTube shot from one of my favorite actually Chelsea content creators? What's his name again? Joey. I think it's Joey is his name. Joey podcast. He talked about how Samuel Eto'o, how he started. Jackson is actually doing better than Samuel Eto'o, given how Samuel Eto'o started. He mentioned Van Nistelrooy, how he started. Mentioned Aguero, how they all started. They struggled. Yeah. And so Jackson is just 21, isn't he? At most 22. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think he will get there. But I'm not saying Jackson alone will suffice. We need one more attacker, in my opinion. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes will go longer. Yeah, sure. Let's shop a guy that scored the hat trick. Yeah, great. Great for his confidence. Yeah, exactly. As if I knew you were going to say that. We cannot drop someone after scoring a hat trick. It's a bad look than even if you perform in score, you don't get rewarded. Did Jackson have to score 5 goals to start then? Yeah. Even if you don't like him, you don't drop him. It will be just the manager will be sending the wrong message. And his confidence will take a serious hit, and recovering from it isn't going to be easy. One game at a time, I think I agree. Jackson is him. He will be better. Chances are he is. But the signs are there. Even at the time where he was missing sitters and all that, the numbers show he's doing everything right except be clinical in front of goal. Practice will go a long way for him. I don't know whether they're doing that or not, but we'll find out. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 25 likes. We should be doing better than that. And if you're a moderator Please keep reminding people to keep dropping the likes on the stream. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We are at 17,500 subscribers, which means we're getting closer and closer to 18,000 subscribers. Let's make it happen. Yep, Palmer has to be, you can say, one of our best signings at this past transfer window, in my opinion. He's excellent. Let's see, people just exchanging pleasantries there. And Jackson is a world-class dribbler, better than Drogba and Haaland at carrying the ball forward. Houston, right now, Haaland is a better finisher. But in terms of ability on the ball, I think he's better than Haaland, in my opinion. But Haaland is a better finisher. Jackson isn't close to him right now, except if that changes in the future. Jackson did a good dance move, moonwalking past Vicario. I think he's a good dribbler. If you followed him, you again, I've always known he's a good dribbler. I just wanted him. All I've wanted him to start doing is just start putting away the chances. Next goal for Jackson is to score 5 Jackson. Then it aligns with the Jackson 5. 22. Thank you so much, my Mitchell. I appreciate that. And please, if you're watching Tobe S, I don't know, Tobe, if you haven't, go check out Mitchell Boy's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Excellent content. And if you enjoy Chelsea, enjoy consuming content from Chelsea's perspective, believe me, you will not regret you will not regret subscribing to Mitchell Boy's YouTube channel. And we see the Chelsea boy 1234. Nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Anything else to address here so I can move on? It says that these stats are for Gallagher haters. Gallagher currently has the most assists, 3, the most chances created, 17, most tackles, 31, most interceptions, 19, most recoveries, 79. Put some respect on his name. I think here's the thing. I think he's done well. I give him that. I'm not denying that. But I'm still going to tell you he's not my favorite player at Chelsea. And I was one of those who was hoping he stays, because if anybody will help him become better, that person is Mauricio Pochettino. And I'm glad he stayed. I think he can only get better. And if we keep him, fine. If we don't keep him, fine by me. But I hope he stays. I think he offers something different, something you don't always get from players. Good morning to you too, Vic. How you wake up at 4 a.m.? I actually do wake up at 2 a.m. Yeah. But sometimes the show doesn't start until around 4 a.m. if I have any issues with the system, because we use 5 screens and the camera switcher and all that. So sometimes we encounter issues that force us to you can say find a solution before the show starts. Sometimes it could be the internet, but thank you, bro. I appreciate that, Mr. Vic. Jackson's performance against Tottenham was frustrating. So let's just let him just be dropped in the coming match. I don't think the manager drops him. He was frustrating because he had a few chances that on his day he'd put them away, but he fluffed them. I wouldn't say fluffed them, but didn't make the goalkeeper work for it. And that's because he was lacking in confidence at the time. In my opinion, he was lacking in confidence, to be honest. Big up, Michi. That's Vic saying big up to everybody. Anything else we'll have to address here? Let's see. People having good conversations. Nice to see that. Nice to see that. Dante, I see you have too many names. Lord Dante, Ngolo Dante. Doesn't Palmer have more assists? I think they are on par in terms of assists. I think we have probably 3 players on par with assists, but we'll look at that later if if it's that important to us. I'm not expecting much against City. We are getting a draw at best. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, please. Yep. Apologies, guys. I have to go see the young blue. My wife is in the home and he woke up and was screaming. But thank you for your patience there. I'm not expecting. Yeah, this thing. When I see a Chelsea fans concerned that we're going to lose a game, that's usually when I'm confident we get a good result. Well, they're underdogs, and yeah, that will help us a lot. That will go along with for us this particular season. Frustrating. He got hat trick. Yeah, no. Before he scored those goals, he had a couple of chances. Jackson alone could have scored 7 goals, at least 6 goals on the day. And that's the argument. But give him credit. He scored a hat trick. I'm not taking that away from him. I just had to elaborate on what somebody said to drop him. And I said, my response was that I get it. He was frustrated at the start of the game, but he grew into it. He was the one actually that helped us win it. About how many minutes? It didn't take him that much time to score the hat trick, actually. But yeah, so let's look beyond the fact that he could have scored more on the day and give him credit for scoring a hat trick. All good. Let's see what else we have here. Anything else? Yep, even Haaland missing chances. Man, relax. That's the truth. They're not perfect. And remember, I am defending him actually, Rain, if you've not been paying attention. My first defense was referencing a video that podcast that Joey made, talked about how Van Nistelrooy struggled, Kun Aguero struggled, Samuel Eto'o struggled. He mentioned the top strikers in world football that struggled. Even Didier Drogba struggled in his first season. Yeah, as a senior player, and Jackson, that Jackson hasn't played that much as a senior player actually. But give him. I know Chelsea fans will not. You can say, what's the language I'm looking for? We don't know how to be patient with players. As simple as that. But let's move on from that. Let's see. Yep, what said Tubbs? Let's address this one. He said Tubbs says Jackson has the strength to run in and hit the ball over the stands. At least Felix can create chances. Oh my goodness. So let's address this particular report on the screen here. Thank you. There you go. Slug it out with him. This says Cole Palmer has 3 goals and 5 assists in his past 5 matches, and is out to make a statement on Sunday when his former club Manchester City visited Stamford Bridge. Yeah, I've seen a report saying the Man City let Palmer go because of Kovacic. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. As much as I think Kovacic is a good player, Palmer is more of a creator than Kovacic is. Maybe Kovacic a better dribbler. I don't know. But Palmer will get you goals and more assists than Kovacic will. If anything, Kovacic at most will help you keep the ball. Yeah. Yeah, you can call him Cold Palmer too. He's a fine player. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 32 likes. The likes do go a long way. And let's try and get it to 100 likes today. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up here. And we're waiting. As soon as the comments from the managers press start emerging, we move to that and address them. We're not going to miss anything. That's part of the show. More like, a press conference watch along. So let's move on. All right. This says Cole Palmer and Noni Madueke in Letters England on the 21 squad. Nothing new there. Bashir Humphreys as well. I think have they not been they've been part of the team. But let's move on to the next one. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 33 likes. Let's try and get it to 100. Wait and wait. We have a lot to pass time with while we wait for the comments to start coming from the manager's presser. This one here is saying Paul Merson, who told a lot of people that we were going to beat that we were going to beat we were going to beat we were going to beat Tottenham, and that he said he also did say that he'd be shocked if we don't beat them. So now Paul Merson is saying Chelsea will cause City problems and vice versa, but I still don't see the Blues winning this one. I'd indeed be shocked if they won. If they want this one, City have so many game changers on their side. I am hoping that Chelsea get a draw. Here's his prediction. He says it's going to end 1-1 draw. Let's hear you if you have anything. If you have if you have anything to say there, I want to hear you. Yeah, I think he's followed this game long enough that before he says, he's quite sure the outcome will be either of the two things he says. So he's saying, here's how I read this. He's saying Chelsea will give them, yeah, the part that Chelsea will trouble them is nothing new because they don't defend deep. The part where he says, I think he's saying that we will lose this game, that Chelsea could lose this game. You can say the best result that Chelsea can get from that particular game will be a draw. But let's see what happens. He's not always correct because I've been following his predictions too. Cold Palmer, I guess you can call him that. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with 34 likes. Let's see if we can get it to 100 by the time the show ends. I'd really appreciate that. Stockport, direct football. Chelsea are getting smashed at home, 0-3. You must be a Man City. You must be a Man City fan. No worries. You're allowed to be here. Speak your mind. Just keep it civil. You can say don't get personal with your comments. You're fine to slug it out with those in the chat. Tom, I be the con. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 34 likes. We should be doing better than that. Let's see. Hi, I'm watching from South Sudan. Justin and Nesto. Nice to see you, Mr. Justin. I appreciate you finding the time to join us. Please do subscribe to the channel and also share. Tell more people about the community, about the Chelsea Perspective community. Your friends that are Chelsea fans, they will enjoy it because here, your opinion matters. Anything can happen. One thing we have on our side is the fans and hard work. That can be enough to draw or even win. Another thing we have on our side is we're not predictable. Yeah, that's because we're everywhere. We're not predictable in terms of the way we apply ourselves, and so many factors actually on our side. And I'm quite sure Pep will not be too sure what the manager would do. But maybe he'll be able to tell what 11 he selects. But not approach, I'm not too sure. Will Jackson score against City? I think he will get the opportunity. I think he'll get the opportunity. And I beg Pochettino, if he's paying attention, please, he should try to get him, you can say, to practice headers. Honestly, let him practice headers because the truth remains, yeah, I agree. He's awful in terms of heading the ball into the back of the net. Sometimes he doesn't even jump. But he takes practice and he's still very young. I think he can learn and become good at it. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up here. Then I'll try to open, again, to bring up subsequent items. We keep, you can say, wasting time while we wait for ISAP from the manager's presser to emerge. Just give me a second here. I want to take care of something quickly. Something there. Yep, we need this guy here. We can take care of this when we come back here. So let's move on to the next item, people. Yep, and this one here, what did I miss there? Okay, I just mixed it up. There's nothing there to look at. I made a mistake there. So this talks about Angelo Gabriel. It says Angelo Gabriel has completed the most successful dribbles this season of any player under the age of 23. Wow. In League One. And the second most in Europe among players under 21. That's not easy. He's one player I wanted the club to keep. I'm not too sure why we let him go. He's excellent. I get it. Some people at the time were arguing he's no different from Rafinha, the former Leeds United and currently Barcelona player. But the difference is that he's more of a creator than Rafinha is. He has good vision. I didn't see him that much during preseason, but again, the little I saw showed me he has more to his game than just being that one-dimensional player that always looks to cut back to use his preferred foot, his left foot. Why we didn't keep him, I just do not know. Plus, we're lacking numbers in that department, actually. But maybe I just don't want to talk about it. It actually infuriates me, but maybe it's a good thing. Let him play there the whole season. So yeah, when we bring him back, we respect him and know he has something to offer. He's an excellent player. I'm glad he's enjoying his game and he's doing well in League O. But let's move on from that particular item. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Okay, here. Okay, so header goal for Jackson against City. you always go for the impossible. You always, because I'm still quite sure, Constantine, I'm still sure that you argued, you said he was going to score a hat trick. That's because probably you didn't believe he was going to score a single goal against Tottenham, and now he scored a hat trick. You're trying to. I hope he scored a headed goal against Man City. I'll take it without wasting time. Chelsea's defense cannot concentrate for 90 minutes. Could have drawn with 9 men. Really, with 9 men. Thiago Silva is slow. Slow two for Haaland, and Alvarez is drifting. Wow. Uh, it sounds like his thing. You used points that will make your argument sound like it makes sense. But we'll find out in 2 days. It's not again. It's not like it's 1,000 years or from now. He doesn't have the dog in him. Yeah, maybe. I am happy. We loaned him. We would have started his development. In my opinion, I think I agree. I think he makes sense now. So maybe he needed to go out and loan just assist again right now and show what he's capable of doing. And then when we call him back, then we'll treat him with respect and realize he's a good talent. Realize he's good enough for us and give him a chance. Maybe that needed to happen. Angelo Casade, that Ecuadorian midfielder, Kendrick Pies, we saw in the international break elite ballers incoming. Yeah, I agree with you, especially Kendrick Pies. Yeah, what a talent he is. Look what he's achieved at 16. Played for his national team, and also I think the youngest player to have scored for in a combo is that a COMB whatever competition, South American under 21 competition. We have some talents. We're actually, you could argue that we're hurting talents in my opinion. Coach, that Angela stat sounds amazing, but watching the games, he's okay, but not like that the stats are portraying him. Well, here's the thing: sometimes the eye test, you don't get the whole picture with eye test, and that's why I think the last time we had the argument here, the debate here, you need both. You need you need the numbers, then you need eye tests to you can say to justify. You need the numbers to justify what your eyes are telling you. Sometimes you need the numbers to check whether your eye test alone isn't enough and all that, and vice versa. But yeah, I think I agree. Numbers sometimes may not tell the whole story, and sometimes eye test can, you can say, may not tell the whole story. Let them use Broya as a striker. Let him get fit first of all, and stay fit. Ventures, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Who we getting as a striker in January window? I don't know. Mr. Chowski, nice to see you, brother. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing, and I hope the fact that we've not seen you in a while. I hope everything is all right. On your end. I hope it's the case that you've been busy, not that anything has happened to you. But nice to see you. Kendrick Pies years away. Because he has to be 18 before he joins us, right? But let's see what happens. Unfortunately, yeah, I think the worst Chelsea will get is a draw against City. Only if Mudryk starts. Do I think he starts? I don't know honestly, but we'll find out. Did you hear a delicious revelations this week about our golden generation? Okay, Abramovich wanted to send some people to Mikel's. Yeah, I think we've addressed that actually during the show here. Yeah, yeah. We've addressed that. Will Carney play against Man City? No, he's not even fit. Yeah, and there's no definite return date for him. Chelsea is not a physical team, bro. Maybe 5 or 6 6 foot players. Chelsea cannot deal with crosses effectively. I think we can. It depends on who the manager selects. Badia Chile is a strong aerially. Thiago Silva is, you can say, yeah, he's good aerially. The Sassi is good aerially. Kukurea is good aerially. I'm not too sure about the midfield area. I'm not too sure about Casado and the others. But yeah, I think we can defend air. But here's the thing: one thing I've noticed that our players don't do is you've seen instances where the defending team, they start pointing to players and say, you check, you mark this player. But on occasions we've seen a situation where they let Gallagher mark marking to mark they let Gallagher to mark the tallest player on the pitch, which is you can say concerning mismatch actually. And we've considered from those situations, in my opinion. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. 37 likes. Let's see if we can get it to 100 today. This generation needs to learn ganging up on players, maybe. Yes, coach, just on holidays, all good. Nice to hear, brother. I appreciate that. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up. The likes do go a long way. 37 likes, please. Let's get it to a 50 and shoot for a 100 as soon as possible. I think we're done with that one. We're gonna keep waiting until the managers we start getting some comments from the managers presser. It hasn't happened yet. I don't know what the delay is. Um, I'm okay. Just give me a second here. We go with this one here. Some items, just three items here. And the first one, we've looked at them in case you weren't here when we went through the injury list. How many players here? One, two. Okay, one, two, three, four, five, six players in total. So this says that the following injury updates has been provided ahead of Chelsea's Premier League fixtures. Fixture against Manchester City. First name on the list there is Trevor Chalobah continuing to undergo his rehabilitation. Ben Chilwell, the same thing. Carney Chukwuemeka, the same thing, continuing to undergo his rehabilitation program. Wesley Fofana continuing to undergo his rehabilitation program. Romeo Lavia, the same thing. Christopher Nkunku, the same thing, and nothing new there. So if you have anything if you have any question, put it in the chat. We're waiting to start getting comments from the manager's presser. It hasn't happened. What time actually does it start? Some people at Chelsea, speaking anonymously, have already voiced the belief that Palmer is the player they thought they were getting when they signed Kai Havertz 3 years ago. This is absolute boohoo, absolute horse doo-doo. Because here's the thing. Here's where this doesn't make sense. I have to say this. Where this doesn't make sense, the people that were at the club at the time we signed Kai Havertz, I'm quite sure none of them are still there. At least, so this statement doesn't make sense. Because it didn't say, let me read it again. It says some people at Chelsea, speaking anonymously, have already voiced the belief that Palmer is the player they thought they were getting when they signed Kai Havertz. Todd Boehly didn't sign Kai Havertz. Winstanley didn't sign Kai Havertz. Pochettino didn't sign Kai Havertz. Mention other names. So this is absolute horse doo-doo. I don't like this. This is absolute nonsense. It just doesn't make sense. But that's why we're here to find such nonsense reports and address them and come to a sensible conclusion. Yeah, this just doesn't make sense. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Mitchie, lots of love for you in the chat there. They're saying Kukurea is a must start for this match. I'd like to see Benoit instead of Disasi. I'd rather, here's the thing, as much as I like Thiago Silva, I wouldn't mind seeing Benoit and Disasi. Yeah, but I think Thiago Silva starts, and I wouldn't mind Thiago Silva and actually what's his name, and Benoit starting together. Here's the thing, Benoit brings that, you can say, that height, that aerial ability that Axel Disasi provide, but he's much better on the ball than Disasi. Yeah, but that's just my opinion anyway. Let's move on to the next one. Kukurea is a must start. I think he should start. But let's see what the manager does. Whoever starts left wing or left back for Chelsea has no chance versus Walker. It depends. If you start Mudryk, just put the ball in behind Walker. I think he'd outpace him, in my opinion. But here's the thing, Mudryk, I think he still has a lot to learn. Sometimes when you can, the best thing to do when you outpace a player who's equally as pacey as you, what you do is, you drift inward towards their front. So the only way they can stop you will be to foul you. But I don't think I have paid attention to him He doesn't do that much. Maybe that changes. I don't know if he, but we'll see. I think he gets better. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Let Chelsea train harder in order to beat Man City. Let's see what the manager does, Mr. Ventures, Lio Ventures. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we've read that. Coach, can you play that clip where Mikel's dad was kidnapped in Nigeria for the second time? In a romance, said to Mikel, do you want me to send some? No, I'm not going to play that here. I don't have the permission to do that, but I think a lot of people have watched it, so no need taking the risk. Good to hear. Also, yeah, that sounds like something a boss would say, and we've addressed that issue here actually a day the last time we streamed. It's going viral on the social media. Yeah, we've seen that. Mudrik could offend of Walker. Walker battle a battle of of the Roadrunners. Stalin would just get bullied for pace and power. Yeah, I think Mudrik would be better. Would be the better selection for us. Better player to play in the left wing position so that he can deal with. Yep, Kai Walker. I forgot to say, Coach Raphael. Raphael found my channel. He's a good guy. I think he knows how to annoy people. That sometimes he does it to an extent that they ban him from the channel. And I've told people just to let him express himself, honestly. And yeah, I've like they've banned him like I think 3 times, and every time I don't see him, and I haven't actually checked for a while. They banned him like 3 times, and I had to go check and say, okay, and take him off the you can say the blocked list. What's with the people, pies writing stuff just for the sake of it? Not even that accurate. Yeah, for me, this is this is absolute boohoo. Here's the thing. Let's say PYS is actually quoting Simon Johnson and Liam Twomey, but it's absolute nonsense. It just doesn't make sense if you paid attention to it, in my opinion. 29 likes, we should be doing better than that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Let's get the likes up and see if we can get it to 100 by the time the show ends. He was good though. Yeah, he can be good until he gets people that disagree with him. And here's the thing, Mitch. Let me say why you think he's good, because he likes Gallagher. Probably saying all the good stuff about Gallagher. But once you talk about Enzo, he'll start name calling. And I've told him they're gonna ban him. I told actually by now he should be a moderator on Chelsea Perspective, but because he's into name calling and I don't like that. They banned him twice and I've unblocked him. Probably banned right now. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I mean, he understands football and I like him, but he can go bananas any minute. Walker knows all Starling moves as well. You could argue that. And it says, big up to you too, DJ. So nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Still looking whether anything pops up from the manager's presser so we can start addressing them. And if you're watching, if you haven't, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 41 likes. I strongly believe we should be doing better than that. Let's see. And by the way, DJ, always nice to see you, brother. I know if you've been very, very busy, but whenever time allows, we always see you on the panel, and we sincerely do appreciate that. Much love to you. Big up Kachila and everyone in the comment. Much love to you, DJ, my bro. Let's see any other item here. One more item. Let's move to the next item we have lined up. And then if you have any questions, please drop it in the chat, and I'll try the best I can to address your question. And also, those in the chat can also help address your question. So let's go. Right. I like this. Pochettino has empowered Palmer to take risks with his passing in the final third and play through mistakes. A level of trust really afforded to him by Pep Guardiola. For Pep, he was just a kid that's still learning. Yep. For Pep, he was just a kid that was still learning. And that's why you could argue he had to leave City. And Chelsea, at the time we signed him, a lot of people were thinking we probably overpaid for him. I didn't think so. But there are other players, if you ask me, again, I wish it would come for, but I'm grateful we signed them. Let's see, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with that. Doku player is a real danger. Reese will have a fight on his sides. I think Reese can deal with him, and we can also we can actually opt for an option where the players would double up on him. Doku was a signing. Pep doesn't just go for players, and that's why sometimes they don't pay a premium to sign players, because they sign players sometimes you've forgotten exist, but I think they use numbers too. In my opinion, Doku, an excellent dribbler, a fine player, and he's become even better since he joined Manchester City, in my opinion. But let's see if we can deal with him. Poch just finished his presser. I'm waiting for SAP from the presser. I haven't seen that much, so we can start addressing them. Oh, there you go. We are in luck. So we start addressing everything he said. And if anybody can find that, you can say an X account that carries Manchester City's press conference. I'd really like to see that. And this one here, yeah, I think that was probably what Pochettino is doing with Cole Palmer now. You could argue he wanted to do that with Raheem Sterling, but Raheem Sterling's lack of consistency, you can say, is a problem. Yeah, you could say that. But despite the way we're moving from that, yep, just saying hello to DJ Nkunku and Lavia may be ready. Okay, let's say that again. Nkunku and Lavia may be ready for Newcastle. Listening to Poch press conference. Excellent news. Yeah, excellent news indeed. But probably they'll get a few minutes on that day. I don't think they played that much, in my opinion. But we have the presser here, everything from the presser. We'll start addressing them one by one in a bit. But let's hear Jerry Z. I'm quite sure you didn't join in time because you watched it. Jerry Z, you're a bad co-host, my man.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, Coachella.
Much love to you, bro. I hope you're okay. Before we go into addressing the comments from the presser one by one, can you wrap it up for us? Just give us an overview if you watched it.
And honestly speaking, I didn't watch it. I would have definitely watched it. It's just a coincidence that his presser finished, because I just learned from you as I just joined. So I was actually busy with something, and my bad that I missed this presser. It's the second time I missed during this
if
show.
you watch the presser, will
during this
Pochettino
season.
pay you?
So I mean, it's just a coincidence, right? Because as I just logged in, and I think someone in the chat mentioned that he just finished the press, and I was like, I already anticipated that you would just ask me right away because I just joined. So
it's a coincidence, really. I've seen, but thank you for being truthful.
Let's discover together.
Yeah, let's discover together. That's actually more fun than you ruining it for people who are watching. But much love to you, brother. Yeah, Nkunku and Lavia, that's some good news there. Nkunku is close. And some were actually arguing that the chances are he actually, I don't know. I saw something to the effect of the possibility of him playing against City, and I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. I am a Catholic, bro. Okay, but happy Diwali. Oh, happy Diwali to all those that celebrate. I didn't know. Happy Diwali to you if you celebrate JC. I don't know. Anybody that celebrates Diwali, happy Diwali to you. Enjoy. Let's see what else we have here. Nkunku should be available for Newcastle United. Yeah, that's what we're hearing. JC. Keep dropping the likes. Jerry Z couldn't miss his idol live press. It turns out he missed it, and that's because he was busy doing a more he's attending to a more pressing need, if that makes sense. So let's start. Mauricio Pochettino was asked if good news, if it is good, one team always winning. All of the other teams try to compete with them. Now we need to be clever, be smart, and try to challenge. We are fighting to take their place. Wow, I like that's some comment right there. You have anything to say about this particular comment right here, Jerry Z?
I think he stated that as well.
Okay, go ahead.
At the start of this, I mean, in his first press conference, or sorry, when first press release with the Chelsea staff. So of course, this is the aim, right? So sometimes people don't understand or don't read between the lines. So he's not at all saying for this season. I mean, it's obvious, right? And even in the start of the season, when he was like that, we have to win, and that's he never specified that this season the target is to win the Premier League. Anyhow, so
Mm,
yeah, eventually, maximum in 2 to 3 seasons, this is the target. Obviously, for him to win the league, if he has to stay here, because that's the dream land. That is uh, you know uh, the objective. There is no
mm,
way that he is here just to be in the top four. Yeah, maybe for this season. So again, like with every other club, the objective for Liverpool, City, Arsenal, sorry, Chelsea, Arsenal is the same, to compete
mhm,
with Manchester City. And that is why in many other videos, in other podcasts, including yours, I have mentioned many times that it's not if Pochettino is the right guy, or is he the man who can eventually take us to the dreamland and win the Premier League. It's is it Klopp? Can Klopp do it? I know he did it once. Can Arteta do it? Can Ten Hag or whoever will replace Ten Hag possibly can do it? It's the challenge. What I'm trying to say, it's the challenge for every club, because Man City in the last 5 6 years are absolutely like, they are like, I'm not saying that they are cannot be defeated or they are invincible, but they are close to that, right? Or especially in the league over the period of 38 games, with the way they are playing and managing. I mean, in performing under the management of Guardiola, it's difficult. So it would require not only for Chelsea to enhance their game, not only for Liverpool to enhance their game, not only for Arsenal, etc., to enhance their game, but for City to also like drop off in their performance as well. Because in a given season, it's always going to be 95 points around that.
mhm.
So yeah, this is the objective, and let's see if we can do it. If Pochettino can do it or not in the next 2 to 3 years, if he is here, if he's successful, first of all, to finish in the Champions League this season. So it will be interesting. So it's a combination of many variables. When people say this is a project, in 3 years we want to win the league, it's the same for Arteta. He's in the project for 3.5 years, right? It's second year of Ten Hag. So all of them are in the race, and it will be interesting to see what happens. And it will also be interesting to see, as I said, Manchester City, if Guardiola continues the way they are playing, the way they will recruit intelligently, it will be difficult for any team to beat them. But it's possible, of course, it is.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Chelsea all the way is back in the house after 1,000 years in exile. Just kidding. Much love to you. We're not vampires, but I appreciate. Thank you so much, Jerry, for that detailed explanation there. Chelsea all the way. I hope things are all right. We believe so. Again, I strongly believe that your absence is due to you being busy because bills don't pay themselves. I hope that's the case. But always update us. We're family. We're one community here. Coach, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But be careful how you praise me, my friend. Poch is the man to do it. He just needs a backing. I think he has a backing of the owners, and we've heard that he will have more power in subsequent transfers to get the players he wants. But yeah, we'll move on from that. Chimera, thank you for saying that. Why can't we just study how teams beat City before and implement a plan? And you say approach that game against them the same way. If Pochettino, if it's not doing that, if he hasn't done that, then he shouldn't be managing Chelsea. So yeah, I think he probably looked at those games and find out, okay, what did the team that won against them did well. He's a smart manager. Believe me, I know a lot of people don't give him credit, but he's excellent tactically, in my opinion. He's not perfect. Yeah. Smash the like button, people. 46 likes. Let's see if we can get it to 100 likes today. We every time the transfer window isn't on, we struggle to get to 100. I get it. We're not the big accounts. We're not a big account as yet, but we can actually do it. Um, yep. We have 46 likes. We should be doing better than that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's look at the next item from the manager's presser. Um, yep. The next one says Mauricio Pochettino was asked, "Is Man City's a domination good?" It is the reality. I think that's a perfect answer. But what sort of question is this really? If Man City's domination is good, they get what they deserve. Yeah, they worked for it. They have a good team. So if they're dominating, yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't make sense to say no, it's not good. It's up to other teams to level up and challenge them. So he says it's a reality. I don't know if it is good or bad. They have shown it. They dominate English football because they deserve it. Thank you. That's the language. They deserve it. They're there at that. They play at that level by merit. It wasn't by accident. I get it. If I have to say if I say now they didn't cheat their way to that level, I know some people will bring up the argument of yeah, the pending court case they have with the FA and all that. But that's a different thing altogether, in my opinion. They have shown the dominant English football because they deserve. They deserve it. It's the reality. They are top. They are the team you want to beat. You want to challenge and all that. I don't want to expand this more. Okay, let's just do it. Let's see if there's more to get from that. Then we'll go back. I'll go back a page. Yeah, there's nothing more actually there except credit to the who's being quoted. But let's hear you. Do you have anything to say about that? This particular comment there.
No, I think we already covered most of it in the previous tweet because it was related to it. So yeah, and perhaps why they are asking is because sometimes there is this noise also, like since the last season, that this league is going to like getting similar like Bundesliga, with all due respect, like with Bayern Munich is dominating or stuff like that. So they are trying to push that. It's not like that because we know it's so competitive. Top 4, top 5 is competitive, all the way down to the smaller teams, or to bottom half, even the relegation. So it's very competitive. But it is true at the same time, Man City in the last 6 years, I believe, they have won 5 Premier Leagues, right? So it's a domination. There is no doubt about that. Will it? Of course, no team will ever go and dominate for years and years. There's always a time. I know Bayern Munich has done it for a decade plus, right? So subsequently, every time there will be a season like the one where Liverpool won. But if Guardiola, who has said openly he wants to stay, I don't know for how many more years, and the players that they have and the infrastructure they have, it will be still challenging for the teams to compete. But anyhow, like we will have to see. But why not? Everyone can compete, right? We have done some good recruitment, but the thing is that they are in the project for 6 years under Guardiola. I said Arteta 3.5 years with Arsenal, right? Klopp's almost 7 years with Liverpool. So that is what the fans have to see. We just started, and we have a complete rehaul of this team. So definitely we can get there. For that, we have to work hard. The players need to adapt. The manager needs to do good. All these answers will only be found out with time. And this season is definitely a rebuild.
Yep, I do agree with you. Excuse me, Chimera. There attacking someone. Hey, the Chelsea all the way. I will play a 3-2-1 formation. Okay, a formation against the City with decisive. But yeah, Chile and Coa, you're talking about a back three, 3-4-2-1. Yes, we need to try to control the midfield. I don't think we can. I don't think we can. We haven't gelled. We have some talent in the midfield area, but we're not, you can say, properly bedded, for lack of, or properly rehearsed at this point. We're more like we have individual talents that aren't playing as a unit yet. Yeah, but we'll see. Please let Chelsea start Modric. Let's see what the manager does. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. 48 likes, people. Let's try and see if we can get it to 100. We have just about an hour to round off. The question in the presser keeps getting better. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It just looks like they don't take their time to, you can say, figure out what questions to ask. In my opinion, it's just crazy. Jerry, don't tell Arsenal fans that they are in fifth year of 3-year Arteta project. Man is doing fantastic job. I think they should keep him. I think they should. I think tactically, I think he lacks. But he has a unit now. But tactically, I still don't trust Arteta, in my opinion. Chelsea, all the way. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people.
Just to answer, now that me and JC are like good friends, he's right about this comment. But what I'm trying to say is that, of course he's doing well. I think he's a good manager. what I'm trying to say that he's still like now they are expecting him to win the league after 4 seasons. So I'm just saying that it takes time for a journey, right? That was what
Mhm.
I'm trying to make. Of course,
But
he's doing
he's
well,
being
and
sarcastic. He wants him to stay at Arsenal as long as possible, and
yeah,
he doesn't believe he can win them the league.
I,
That's
I'm
what.
I'm not saying
Mhm.
he can win or not win. What I'm trying to say with all these projects, usually, it will take 2-3 years at least. And I'm just saying that Arteta has already taken 3.5 years. So why it
Mhm.
should be different with Chelsea, especially that we have a completely new squad. So that was just
Mhm.
my point. And of course, like we have to wait and see what happens. Usually, unless we, until and unless we have a team like Chelsea in the Roman era, or a team like Man United in previously, or Man City with a great manager, we have the players already, with
Mhm.
with the recruitment. When Guardiola came, what I'm trying to say, it's not that he started rebuilding them. They already won what, 3 Premier League in the last 6 5 6 years, right? So they were
Mhm.
already champions. They were Manchester United, Chelsea, Man City. They were winning leagues in the last 6 7 years before Guardiola took over. In the last, sorry, 4 years. So the thing is that we are nowhere near. That's what I'm trying to say. So naturally, you cannot expect, especially with a young squad, with a completely new team, it will take time. And if
Mhm.
Pochettino will do it or not, I've never said that I'm sure that he will do it. What all I said that he's the right manager, and especially with what we have right now. And can he do it? Maybe he can do it, but it will take 2-3 years, not before that.
Mhm. We will find out. Will Enzo be available? I've told you Enzo is available for selection. If that isn't the case, I think we address the list injury update list, and he isn't there. Good afternoon, big bro from another mother. Oko Chikaze, Oscar, nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join. How are you doing? And all is well as long as he keeps bottling it. Yep, I knew you were being sarcastic, even though he's done relatively well. You just don't want him to do because, yeah, you're talking about the president of an enemy country, to use that term. Yep, let's see. Shabia, I told you guys that Chelsea will beat Spurs. That you should calm down. You did say that, and I agree with you. And I agree with you. You said that, but at the time, all I said, we'll find out what the result would be. Which area of the pitch is more pacey at Chelsea? The defense, midfield, or the attack? I'll just use the term the flanks, or maybe the attack works. We don't have pace, that much pace in our defensive line, in my opinion. No, I don't think so. We have more pace in the attacking area. Yep. Let's see. The Junos ask a different and perhaps better questions off camera for their paper. You will see the headlines soon. Yeah, it just I just don't know. There are some ridiculous questions, not even ridiculous. Then when you
And
listen to
coach,
them,
the
you were
thing
like,
is that so many questions for they never ask anything about tactics,
they
and that really
don't.
baffles me. About the
Yeah,
game, about the tactical side. There's so many interesting questions that they can ask. It's just like a Hollywood
yeah.
type of story or narrative.
You're asking the manager, is City dominating a bad thing? What the heck is that? Now I am saying that we are back. We're gonna beat City. Mark my words. Sure. It's I don't need a marker or pen to write it down. Yep, the video will be there. Almost all our players are back. No room for excuses. And Eugene, nice to see you, brother. I hope you've been more, you can say, more active on on X these days. And if you haven't, go check out. You can follow each other on Twitter. Let's help ourselves grow. How much Gallagher stats are good? We will be much better if we have some more technical offensive edge instead of him. But let's work with what we have. If you have a problem with that, let's just work with what we have right now. I hope that you're okay with that argument. Kachila, I admire your capability in reading tappings. Just go away. You're accusing me of tappings right now. You were gonna find a way to start a fight. Doing really good, man. Okay, nice to hear that. Anything else to address here? Okay, let's talk about this next comment here. Gallagher wins a lot of balls, and the manager likes that. Yeah, and I think before we round off, we'll take out. Hopefully, we'll have time enough to take a look at the individual statistics for our players. They saying Mauricio Pochettino is asked what Pep Guardiola was asked, okay, Mauricio Pochettino is asked, what was a Pep Guardiola like? Okay, like a coach, how he was so clever, the type of player Barcelona loved to have, a holding midfielder, very clever. Look at the some nonsense question. It was he was lucky he wanted to be a sporting director, and then uh, he lost the election. Wow, so Pep could have been one of those
So
Barcelona.
this press conference so far is,
Yeah,
it seems it's all about Man City and Guardiola, right?
yeah, exactly. As much as this is funny, but we'll learn something new here. So Pep could have been a director at Barcelona right now, not even a coach. Yeah. But that's, by the way, let's see. Mudrik to score against City tomorrow. That is if he starts. Ronnie, Atush, Ronnie, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Our attack is getting better every day. Because one person, Palmer, is unpredictable. Yeah, he's a fine player. If we had better counter-attacking wingers, strikers, and then it could be a problem. Here's the thing. I think we have good players. The manager he has to drill them. It's his job to drill them to be effective in countering opposition attack. So if their attackers, once we get an opportunity like this, even City, I get it, they keep the ball. But one thing people don't know, if you're able to keep the ball at all in their box, the moment they get it, by the time you blink, they are again they are close to your 18-yard box. So I think it's up to the manager to drill the players. I think he will come with time. He may win balls, but doesn't do much with it. Just give him credit. Whatever, even if you don't like him, just give him credit. Given how well he's done so far. Premier League teams are struggling with midfield. Man United, Arsenal, Newcastle, all teams miss clear number 8s in squad. Real Madrid have 6 number 8s in the team. Wow. So we move on from this one. I don't think Mauricio Pochettino on Christopher Nkunku and Romeo Lavia. Okay, there you go. I think the news we've all been waiting for. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 51 likes. And for those of you who are watching, again, and you haven't, if you're watching and you haven't taken the time to like the video, please just know that we appreciate you for watching alone. But please do take a second and drop a like on the video for us to help us garner more likes and reach more people. Mauricio Pochettino, Christopher Nkunku, and Romeo Lavia. We had some conversation, and he said to me, I want to be ready for after international break. Newcastle. I asked him yesterday, and he said, and I said, you're a liar. Wow. Well, what?
This is like all fun and games, right?
Yeah, I think here's the thing, but this is just the manager is telling them everything he discussed with the player. Nothing bad there. It is close, and he's really well. We are happy with him. Romeo Lavia is also close. They trained today on the pitch. Hopefully with the team next week. Wow, that's some good news. So they trained on the pitch today. Hopefully with the team, but they trained alone. So because this part is saying hopefully on the pitch, hopefully with the team next week. So good signs. I hope they recover and stay fit. They will make us stronger. You can say Lavia, we're not missing him that much. But I get it. He makes us even stronger because he's an excellent player. I don't know. You have anything to talk about that, or should we just move on?
Not a lot, but I'll just say it's exciting times because Reese is back. Hopefully, he'll stay fit. It's a big question mark. Badiashile is back. Of course, they'll still need more time to adapt to get fit, but they are here, right? And Nkunku, Lavia, maybe what? If not after the Newcastle game, surely they'll be available at least for like come off the bench in the subsequent games against, I think, Brighton, right? So they are almost there, right? It could be 2 weeks or a month, we don't know, but it's not so far. So with all these players coming with including Reece James, it's very interesting times. The only thing is that let's hope they'll remain fit. And as long as all these players can be fit and play most of the games up till the end of the season, I'm sure that it will be a great progress and exciting times ahead.
I think I agree with you. I thank you so much for always being articulate with your contributions. I sincerely do appreciate that. Let's see. Good day to you too, Supreme Quartz. I hope you're doing well. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Please do let me know in the chat. But always nice to see you, brother. And Vincent Lot Mesa saying, just maybe I'm drafting. Okay, you're drifting off the topic, I'm guessing, but we need to rotate our players. I think, yeah, I agree. We need rotation to keep players fit and not burn them out. Because the humans are not machines after all. So they need rest every now and then. Where I've always had, again, I don't know how the manager's going to do that. I think you said this particular season, 25-man squad will not be an issue. But if we have Champions League football, the two cup games, the Premier League, then it becomes an issue. I'm not too sure how the manager wants to handle that, Mr. Vincent, but we'll find out. The secret to recovering from injury is a football is prune juice. Really, it's got a high amount of trace of mineral boron, which is needed for bone and joint recovery. I didn't know that. You know, I'm not a doctor by any stretch of imagination. The formation of Pep struggles against most of the time are 3-4-2-1, 3-4-3, and 3-5-2. Involves Chelsea and Inter Milan. Wow. You took your time to figure out that's the case.
Something I suggested to you. Remember?
Oh yeah, you did. You did. In a private message, you said, I think it should be that. But do we think Pochettino would do that? Maybe. We don't know, really. But I think we would debate that when we do the prediction show.
Right now, we don't even know because there's so many changes every week. So we still don't have a. Of course, we'll talk it. We'll talk about it when the show will come of the starting lineup. My only philosophy was that right now, because we have not integrated, many players come back from the injury. We are still not there. It's not that we are not good enough, or in the future we cannot play with the back four. I was just thinking to make it sure that it might be safer as of now, at this moment when we are not really firing. It's the same way we started against Liverpool with the back three. So that was just my idea. So of course, let's see what happens. If we go with the back four, we have to play a really good game. We have to be very careful. This would be safe. I know fans don't like it, including myself, but just for this game, I think there's no harm in that.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. But let's see what the manager does on the day. Can he be orange juice also? Gallagher is always fit. Yep, hardly gets injured. And I will never forget what the Bluetooth game said. He checked his injury record. It literally says no entry. So maybe we don't know. I think he should share his secret to his teammates so they can stay fit. Chelsea are sipping on a prune juice now. Yeah, we're seeking remedies. So maybe that one helps. I think he's too quick and the passers are too slow on the ball. So the timing is constantly off. Casado and Enzo need to learn him better. Are you talking about Jackson? I think with time, that's where chemistry comes into play. You again at one point you can say with time, I think they will all be on the same wavelength, and we'll see the passes being more accurate and less, you could say, and vice versa, in my opinion. That is, we'll see less misplaced passes and all that. Have you forgotten Mudrik's are faster than Walker? I didn't know that, but let's see. I think he can deal with him. But something I've talked about that I really haven't seen Mudrik do, that's actually primary school ball knowledge. When you dribble a player or when you're in front of a player, if they're behind you, you don't let them, you could say, you don't let them get to the front again, which means, again, if you run past a player, you drift to their front. So all they have to do to get the ball from you will be to foul you. I haven't seen him do that. Maybe I need to see him more. And by the way, he hasn't played that much either. Holla to you too, Santiago Muno, my assistant who helps me answer questions in the chat. I appreciate you. Always nice to see you, brother. I hope you've been good. Let's see what else we have here. Chelsea winning against City is not that big deal. Big teams currently seem to be smaller for Poch. Yeah. Atush Rani, I think I agree with that. It's you can say it's common knowledge if you've been following Chelsea.
But this game is a big one. This one is a big one.
It's a big one, and we always do well against the big teams, don't we, JC? And here's the thing. I think we've been saying that for a while. I think the fact, this is another way of describing Charity FC. We do well against the big boys, and we struggle against mid-table and bottom-table teams. It's as simple as that. And I think some of you must have heard me before towards, again, the build-up to the Liverpool games. game, I wasn't concerned. The only thing I didn't say was this again. I just said we're going to do well. And that's because by default, we're supposed to do well against teams that attack, that don't defend deep. But go ahead if you wanted to say something
Yeah,
else.
yeah, and the good thing is, in my opinion, that we are for the next what 3 4 weeks, a month, or something
Mhm.
like that. Like we'll be playing City, and after the international break, Newcastle, then Brighton, then Man United. So we'll be playing all of these big teams who won't sit back. Maybe Man United will, I don't know, but most of these teams will not sit back. And why I said a good thing is that because Nkunku will be back and integrated by the time we'll play a low block. And in my opinion, he is critical. He is pivotal for playing the low blocks team the way I have observed him. So, of course, I'm not saying that he will solve everything, but he will play. He could be instrumental. He can be vital for us. So,
Mhm.
by the time Nkunku is back, we'll be playing all these high flying teams. And let's see
Yeah.
if Ten Hag will be there on 9th December. I believe we'll play Man United. It will be interesting as well.
Yeah, I don't know the dates by heart. Yeah, let me predict a 2-1 Chelsea win. Okay, thank you. Is it 2-1? Yeah, 2-1 or 3-1 Chelsea win. Okay, yeah, two options there, two possibilities there you mentioned. I really hope Pochettino can find a way to nullify Man City's flow. A lot of our defenders are prone to being pulled out of position in a transition. City will relish that. Here's the thing: that's where the six comes in. Moses Caicedo. Maybe the manager
Yeah.
will decide to go for
Sorry,
two
I just
sixes.
wanted to confirm because I
Yeah.
quoted something, so I thought it's my responsibility. It's 6th December, not 9th. Man United Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
6th December.
Okay. If Moses Casado, I'm just not too. Again, I get it. He's a good tackle of the ball, wins the ball. But in terms of reading the game, yeah, I think Ugochukwu has that over him. But we'll find out more. Maybe I'm still learning about him even more. I missed the notification. No worry, Peter Pan. But I appreciate you finding the time to join, brother. Much love to you. You're here. Passing it through balls is needed more. Every is needed more, very lacking. Okay, Casado doesn't. Enzo a couple, but so yeah, need improvement with a striker like Jackson, as he makes a lot of runs. Can see him trying, but no passes. Yeah, and the more volume of chances we create, yeah, the more the possibility we have to score goals. Even if you say we'll create enough, let's create even more. It's as simple as that. But I understand your point there. No, Coachella, not Jackson. I was talking about Mudrik. Jackson isn't on my radar. I actually think a false nine is a better option against City. I think we'll find out what the manager does. Is this Bali's account? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. His thing. My annoyance is that why did we buy a second keeper, whereas we cannot use him? Uh, there's no need to use him now. I think he gets the opportunity to prove himself. I think we've had that conversation. We discussed it at length, and everybody made sense, especially Bobby talking about being who again that talked about the importance of giving Sanchez time. Sanchez didn't have preseason with us. Even at Brighton, he didn't play for a while before we signed him, so he needs to play more. And then once he can say we established that now, okay, he's played enough. We've seen what he's capable of doing. Any mistakes he makes beyond at the point where we say, I think he's ready. I think he's fully ready now. Then we'll count against him. But right now, maybe he still needs to play more. I think Petrovic will get a chance. And people have argued that Petrovic is actually good on the ball too. Even some are arguing he's better on the ball than Robert Sanchez. But we'll find out. Let's see what else we have here. The game where City haven't done well against are the ones who didn't let them play out from the back. Inter in the final and some games this season. Yeah. Let's see us. Smart high press makes them suffer. Yep, but you have to cut out the passing lanes. If you press aimlessly, they will mop the floor with you. They will pass it around and you can say drain the life out of pass again. I think Roger says it's a death by 1,000 passes. You will run in and then get exhausted, and then they will use you to mop the floor. Because there's more footage against the big teams when they are in Europe. So we can plan better tactics with teams with teams like Villa who go low block after they score, or from start of the match. We need I think that's a bit mixed up. A bit sorry, I can't quite get what you're trying to say there. Um, to be honest, we were bad against a 9-man Spurs. Could have been 2-2. Yeah, we could have scored it too. So here's the thing: we won. I don't shamelessly. I'll take the win. However anybody wants to see it. And had we not beaten them, the talk would be yeah. We played against 9 men and we couldn't beat them. But here, so now, yeah, we beat
And
them out. So I'll take the win.
and it's correct that fans can feel this way, and I also agree that we didn't play the best game, right? We were not really good. But having said that, in the previous games, I think everyone, it's a consensus, right? I believe at
Mhm.
least 90% people would agree before the Tottenham game. Most of them, if not all, 95% of the games we played well, right? We were the better team, right? I think no one would deny that. But we didn't win. We lost so many points. We dropped so many points. We drew so many games, lost so many games. So the people's narrative was that we don't care if the performance is good as long as we win. We don't care about data. We don't care about the chance created, X, Y, Z. Fine. I'm not arguing that. But now we won being okay, not the better side. So the narrative is that we didn't play well. So Coachella, you see what I'm trying to say. And
Yeah,
as
I,
far
I
as this,
totally understand. Yeah.
and as far as this situation is concerned, I know it's easy to say 10 men, 9 men. It's difficult to even like readjust. But if we see the game again, people can have the chance. Even 11v11 after Sen's second goal was ruled out. We were, if not the better team, we were neck to neck until Romero was sent off. And with 10 men, we were even better. But with 9 men, I know it's strange. When they went to 9 men, then we struggled for a bit. So perhaps there was something that we have to see. We were passing more sideways and we were getting offside, getting caught offside. So it has to do, in my opinion, with low confidence because we didn't score. So we were nervy, in my opinion. And last thing I would like to say that if we, and I do agree with what people are saying. I'm not judging that. I'm just giving a different narrative. And the last thing is that if people are saying that we struggle a lot, fine, we did to an extent, and we then won eventually. So it's Chelsea at 10th. So what about Tottenham, who were won before the weekend, and of course they were second because they played the last game. So Tottenham, who were at the top of the table, they suffered more than us against Liverpool. Liverpool were down to 9 men. If you guys have time, you can check that game. They won in the last minute in injury time with an own goal, 2-1. So they suffered more than us against Liverpool. Liverpool with 9 men. So I mean, you see the point. You get the point.
Yeah, I do get the point. And listen, let's just say this quickly. We've been, I think you already said that. Let me just say it again. We've been playing well and not winning games. So for once we played badly and won, I'll take it. And won with a wide margin, actually, I'll take it. I don't care whether they had chances to score and didn't take it. Put Sterling on the left, Gallagher on central attacking midfield, and Palmer on right wing. Let's see what the manager does. We'll still do the prediction show for that particular game. Any news on Enzo? I think he's fit because he's not on the injury list. Yep. I don't want to see Casado as a 6 in the near future. He's an 8. Yeah, but I think he's the most you can say equipped right now, or the most trusted to fulfill that role. Jackson needs to score against City to build more confidence. Hopefully he gets a goal tomorrow. But we'll see what happens. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes will go a long way. Enzo knock was pretty swollen, bruised. Not sure how he will be. I doubt he will be 100%. Maybe start Ugo, but I think Enzo will start. I think we need Enzo in that game. Adding Ugo some more physicality. Yeah, I agree. But let's see what the manager does. We will need players who can pull up in big moments. We don't have too many of those. I think I agree. We need more game changes. But if some of these guys show up, it will give me some hope. And yeah, I think I agree. We need more game changes, but maybe we have them. Maybe we have them now, but we just do not know because they haven't played that much. Enzo will not. I think he's available for selection and will be available for selection. Cease is not on the injury list. My opinion. Prime Bassa 2 goes up. Drew against Chelsea with Terry's red card. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. As for the remark of narrative about the sports game, it's simple. Play well and win games, then you will see no complaints. Well, we have a better standards than sports fans. We desire more of than they. You have every right to see it like that. But given that this is an entirely new squad, I think have we tried to, and let me say, I think the game didn't become, you can say, dirty by design. I think it's something I can't quite put my finger why that game went the way it did. It was a derby, first of all. Yeah, that being said, always feisty, always, you can say, a physical and all that. But I think, like the beautiful game said, Spurs tried to play for the occasion. They were too focused on the fact that it's a derby, the fact that they're playing against Chelsea and doing whatever they can to win us. They were ill-disciplined and all that. But that's just it for now. I think I need to take my time to research what really happened that made the game win the way it did. Let them advise Jackson on how to score goals. I think he will improve. Chelsea always play well in games. Yeah. I don't know who can keep the ball if Enzo is not playing. Yeah, we need him. If he doesn't play, then start Palmer in a deeper position as that hybrid of 8 and 6. I think he can help us keep the ball. When Nkunku is fit to return, where will he play and in what formation? I'm not too sure. I've tried to answer that question before. If we go with 4-3-3 structure, wow, he has a place on the left hand side, central maybe. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not too sure right now. I think you've asked that question before. I tried to answer it but couldn't. Until we see what the manager does when he comes back, then we'll find out. Who's our starting 11? We're not talking about that today. We still have the prediction, match prediction exercise. So we'll still do that. So don't worry. We need Enzo because the way he comes at the game, yep, controls the tempo of the game, playing like Fabregas off the ball, yeah, and all that. Let's see, the Spurs players and Angie completely lost their heads after 2 red cards. You could argue that. And for me, I get a lot of people praising Angie for still playing a high line and the way they played on the day with 9 men. That is stupid, in my opinion. Mauricio Pochettino on how important Nicolas Jackson was on Monday. It's easy to say, okay, scored the 3 goals. It's a process. He's still young, needs to improve. Okay, scored 3 goals, should have scored 6. The most important is to keep calm and relax. That's how I see it too. Anything else from the manager here? Mauricio Pochettino is asked, Chelsea, the underdogs against City. What?
Coach. Sorry, I interrupt. Is that a question? Is that a question?
It's a question, really.
Come on, man. Come on. Anyone can do their jobs, man. Why are they even there? We can take anyone from the street who knows just a little bit of football where City are. So, what is this question, man? What is this question?
Oh my goodness. Okay. And he responds that Chelsea is never the feeling of underdog in terms of name, club name. But when you are Chelsea, you feel like Chelsea. Monday, to go to Tottenham and finish the game 4-1 showed we have a character and a talent to compete and fight. But the truth remains, it's as simple as saying we are the underdogs. Mauricio Pochettino is asked, "Are Man City the best team in Europe?" And we're not going to read that one, really. Pochettino on keeping the players calm during the Tottenham game. When you feel the emotion on the pitch, it is difficult to control from the side. I think I agree. I learned and I watched the game again, and I learned it was really important. The players showed they keep calm. Yeah, even not they didn't. You can say they there was more. You can say they behaved like Rogers did say on the last show we had. They behaved. They were like the much mature team than Tottenham players were. Yeah, Tottenham players were behaving like kids. Yeah, unfortunately. Pochettino was asked about the crazy game 4 days ago. Why crazy? Let's move on from that. Always James not playing for England. I think never it is the decision of the player. It's about assessing the medical staff, the coaching staff, the players. The players do not make decisions. He is desperate to go to the national team. I think it's good he's not going. Yeah, he's not fully fit because it would be stressful for him to travel. I don't know whether they're traveling or not, or whether England is playing in the UK. You can say the travel stress, maybe get injured. He needs time. Let him concentrate on Chelsea at the moment. Then if he stays fit, and stays fit for a long time, then yeah, I agree. Um, um, let's see next one. Mauricio Pochettino on a potential Raheem Sterling ban. I hear something to be honest, but we cannot find anything. That is why we are quiet and calm and relaxed. I didn't see anything on Monday. Okay, it looks like we're getting to the end of it. Let's see. Nkunku as a cam needed need too hard and fast workers behind. I don't think that's possible because Enzo is slow. Yeah, Enzo isn't quick at all. Put Enzo on a Jorginho role. I think that's why he's playing with us for us right now. But he has more freedom than Jorginho had. Nkunku has so many positions like Palmer. He's unpredictable. I wouldn't play Nkunku as a 10. But let's see what the manager does. And CFC Gavin, nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join. And if you're watching, if you haven't, go check out Gavin's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and let him know I sent you. Okay, let's see. They're having a conversation there. This one here, Mauricio Pochettino, Raheem Sterling, we've read that. And this one here, Pochettino on Cole Palmer, adapting quickly. He's a clever guy that adapted really quickly. We are building the team, and he takes advantage to see the situation and to show character and personality. He needs to improve, but special for him to play against his former team. Yep. Let's see. It all started when he was in Barcelona. Okay, on Challenging City. I'm going to move on for that. Has arrived. Okay, that's the first one. Mauricio Pochettino's style of management has resonated with Cole Palmer. Yep, makes him feel important. But this, I'm not going to read this bull crap report here. This one here, absolute horse dude, in my opinion. Let's see. And Logan saying Cowell isn't okay. Cowell isn't deserved to be in a starting 11. Best left back at the moment is Kukurea. I think I agree, but I wouldn't go to the extent of saying that Cowell doesn't deserve to be part of the first 11. And best left centre back is Badia Chile. Don't know why these fans are only accuse Silva and Disasi to protect Cowell. Heston, Disasi, Badiashile has a place in this team. He's an intelligent player, good passing range, gets you goal. And I think if anybody is capable of taking on the mantle of Thiago Silva, it is Badiashile, in my opinion. I don't want to see Cowell start, to be honest. He's slow in closing down his man. Okay. Yeah, in the left back position, I think I agree. If Nkunku is back, our formation will be 4-2-3-1. Possibly. We'll find out. If Jackson misses any chance against City, I swear I will start following him online. It's not a must for midfielders to be fast. Not a must, yeah. You can make up for that with your vision, passing range, your ability to read the game. Pretty sure Rodri isn't faster than Enzo. Let's see, but probably more physical than Enzo. We're not doing the lineup now, so I'm not going to read that. Yeah, but let's see. Jerry, see anything else you want to say? Let me see if anything else we have anything else to address. Yeah.
No, thank you so much.
Okay, so if you have any questions and you're in the chat, please drop it. We'll try to address. Otherwise, we'll call it a day. I don't have more time. We started an hour late, I guess. I have to go help my boy prepare for school. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. We'll be rounding off in about 4 minutes or so. But it looks like AD has an update for us. Let's look at that one quickly. Here is saying that Rodri is best Man City player. They can win without Haaland and De Bruyne, but without Rodri, yeah, I get it. I would like to see us if we can sign Zubimendi. I don't think we'll be signing another midfielder. I'd not a left back. Okay, okay. He's been like that in a CB as well. Cowell even struggles to maintain a defensive shape. That's like why Poch even plays him in the left back position. I think he has to improve in terms of reading the game. Yeah, he has to. Yeah, he has to improve in terms of reading the game. Because he lacks in that department, in my opinion. Two items I want us to address, and then we call it a day. I don't have too much time now. I think at most 10 more minutes, but I think we can quickly address these items. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with 58 likes. I strongly believe we can actually do better than that. But 58, not easy. Just two more to get it to 60. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, I think I have to agree with you. Levi Colwell's ability to read the game is questionable. I know because we bought Lavia, but I think it was a hard decision. I think Lavia will come good. If our specialist DMs are fit, where will Gallagher play with Casado and Enzo? I think Gallagher still has a place in this team. He offers something that other players don't offer, and I don't know how else to explain it. Even though he's not one of my favorite players at Chelsea, I'm still saying he's not going anywhere. You're talking about Cole. What about this from Monaco that we want to sign? Which one? The Sassi. Colwell has a slow reaction time. To get into defensive good positions, he has, again, the only thing I like about him so far is that he has good passing range, but he's still young and there's a good player in him, but he will get there. A good day to you to Ajao Yedikachi. The Sassi panics too. You could say that. So for me, the excellent defender we have there, wow. In Badia Shile, wow, what a player. What a player, in my opinion. I have to tell you that. Let's see. I have this one open. Two items I want us to take a look at before we round off.
No way Mbappe is coming. No way. You know why?
No,
Because
he's
of
not.
the wage structure and our financial model. It will be impossible.
Mm-hmm. Let me see anything else. I wanted to get this one. Just two items that we can call it a day. I really want to. I have to go wake up my boy. Otherwise, yep. 59 likes. One more to get it to 60. Let's make it happen, people. I really appreciate that. And this right here is saying it's really slow. Yep, I think I've read that. So here are the two items here. This one talks about supporters have tried to make comparisons between Cole Palmer and Mason Mount, but it was actually Kai Havertz. He was linked up or to replace. Yeah, I think he's more of a Kai Havertz type of player, but maybe an even better player, you can say. I think, do I have that in two places? Come on now. What's the next item I wanted to look at here just quickly? Let's do this. Okay, let's hear one thing from Pep Guardiola, what he says there. Big up to you, Shafodinho. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I agree. This is not good enough. I wouldn't go to the extent of saying that he's not good enough. Keep dreaming, Eugene. And this here says that they are getting better. New players, sooner than later, they will be a top contender. The quality in all departments is there. And that's the simple truth, in my opinion. So with that, we've come to the natural end of the show. Sorry, I have to go. We've streamed for 1 hour and 49 minutes, and I think that's enough. Let's see what else we have here. They will make exceptions for players like Mbappe. This player brings a trophy and money with right structure on the pitch, and not like PSG, who has a bad midfield. Except that, Emery. Let's see. Actually, Palmer shouldn't really be compared to Havertz either. He is very different. Yep, type of. I think probably his build. Maybe his build is the reason why people easily compare him to that. And Shafodino, because you're not a moderator yet, don't use all caps. Otherwise, Nightbody's going to delete your messages. This says, Colwell not left back. Yep, we know that. Poch, don't make me read that. Take care, everyone. I think we've come to the natural end of the show. Josie, I don't know if you have anything else to add, so we can call it a day.
Thank you, Coach, for having me.
All right.
Take care.
That's a quick. Yeah. Take care, everyone. I appreciate you all. Constantine Dante, Shafadinho, Supreme Quasi, Eugene, anybody else here? Chimera was in the house at Chelsea all the way. Supreme Quasi, I've said Santiago Muno. and log in. And if I miss your name, apologies. See you guys next time. And the beautiful game. Of course, he was listening. See you guys next time. God bless us all, and bye.